handling nothing but serious business on behalf of the Prime Real Estate Network and Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. Is not just a serial entrepreneur and a real estate broker, but he's also a multi-time author.
Come on now.
Known in the Western Hemisphere as the Texas Real Estate King. Let me give it up and show love to my co-host, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's happening?
Hey, what up, man?
The man in black. What's happening?
Hey, you know, I decided to pull out some all black, man. The celebrity guest that we have here today, and notice I said celebrity guest. Because listen, when it took me a little bit to catch this guy, but I'm so excited to have him in here, man. Like, he'll tell you too. He'll be like, man,
this the special Prime Real Estate Network holiday special.
You know what I mean?
You feel me?
Yeah, but the vacation was good, man. It was great. Had a chance to meet some new people. Yeah, you know, got a little sparkle to the skin a little bit.
Come on, man. You come out here, you glowing, man. You looking out of town, brother.
Come on, look at you. But yeah, other than that, Rick, man, things been good, man.
But we can't let him off the hook, man.
No, you can't.
Share with the audience the links that you had to go to secure today's guest. And how long has this been in the making, my dude?
Come on, man.
Keep it trill with everybody, man. Keep it trill with everybody.
So
please.
When everybody see you and knows who our guest is, man, they already know how he moves. So they really know he's super busy. So in order for me to pull him off, it shows the deepness of the friendship that I'm able to get my guy here today.
Absolutely.
But it has most definitely been a long haul. I mean, we've been doing this 2 years.
Right.
And you
know what I'm saying?
But how far we go back, though? How far we go back?
Because I need the city to know this guy.
How deep is the relationship? How far we go
15,
back? Come on,
20.
let's keep it real.
15, 20, man.
A dub at least, my dude.
Oh yeah, we were seeing
Easy.
each other. We like I was telling him earlier, just watching his podcast. Just I'm looking at the show and I'm like, I remember that. I remember the cultivating of all of it, man. So
look, man, let's stop everything, man.
Yeah.
Without any further ado, I want to introduce today's guest. He is not only one of the more notable entertainment influencers here in the greater Houston area. He is also a lead photographer with InTheMix.com. I would like to introduce and thank him for showing up for us today.
Man,
my guy,
y'all.
Kim, but better known throughout everywhere in the world that's got a Wi-Fi signal and the internet.
That's all they need.
My man. Thanks for showing up for us, the homie Kamikaze. What's happening?
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me. I'm humbled. I really, really appreciate y'all. I owe Mr. Brooks an apology. There have been at least 7 conversations.
Come on, man.
In the middle of the club.
Right.
And he's having to go, we need to do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got you. I got you. And it's just always something after the other. So I had to do this. Yeah. And I just hope you bear with me on the delay. But we here.
I appreciate it, man. You know what I do appreciate, though? You rocking this Christmas red, man. You look good.
It's holiday special, brother. Come on now.
He was going to say it. I knew he was going to say it. I'm like, I'm going to mess with him. I'm going to throw this on. You know what I mean? You see the In The Mix red right there. It's not even red. This is dark blue right here. This is dark blue. You know what I mean?
So for y'all don't know, man, my guy Kim is a Sigma.
Super Sigma.
Yeah. So
life, baby.
No, you got to introduce it right because, see, we got Sigma homies.
Yeah.
We done had just about.
Mike D.
Come on,
Mike
my
D.
man, Rodney Black of Dallas.
You
know what I'm saying? So they always say, man, when the blue fire.
Yeah.
I say, come on, kid, folks, stop it. You know we got that. We trying to make it happen for you.
Blue fire for
so
life.
look, first thing first. You got the first question of me, Larry, because we gonna get this
Go
thing
ahead.
fired up.
I'm ready.
Okay, first thing first, my dude. Please share with the audience how long you've been an entertainment influencer and how long have you been working and grinding out InTheMix.com?
Well, I've been doing In The Mix easily 15 or 20 years. Starting in college, you know, we'll just go out, me, John, Umeme, we'll just socialize. That's what we did. And the foundation for In The Mix is actually my final on the web class that I took my last year in college.
Wow.
And all the updates I made to that is what created In The Mix.
In The Mix.
All right. So like 2004 is when I really bought the name and started the website officially. But it's been 3-4 years before that, you know, its inception came about. You know?
Nah, you know what's so crazy because, like you said, me and Larry have been seeing you move around since we all was in college.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you share with the audience what you've seen from your perspective, how the entertainment scene in Houston has evolved over the last 20 years? Because you was in here, you was getting it going for.
I've been we're talking from the clusters when we were downtown to when we were
Calvin,
and when we had the Richmond strip with the T-Towns and the gallery area with the Roxy and the Maxis and Augusta, where, you know, you weren't RSVPing, you were showing up at 10 o'clock. You were there for the happy hours, to the age where I-10 Media brought in RSVPing, and David Anderson brought RSVP and infusing liquor brands as partners on large-scale events, to DeAndre Bird and AG Entertainment coming with entertainment and hosts.
Come on now.
And that pretty much shift. We're spoiled. We're spoiled. We've seen everybody. You bring a host, and people in other cities go crazy. We're like, we've seen them, done all that.
I know.
That's what DeAndre Bird
again.
and them brought.
Right.
Like, who's gonna be there? You know, what's make it worth my while to come to your establishment? And to the A-Lifes and Steve Rogers crafting environments for you to appreciate and enjoy, rather than the host or whatever, to concepts now, to multiple promoters working together and doing groups and stuff like that, to your bottles and your tables now, which wasn't really a thing back in the day.
Now you just crazy that because I remember, it's crazy because when I think about In the Mix, right, what you've created, I look at it on the scale of like a Google. And here's what I mean when I say that. Whenever somebody think that they want to search for something, they say Google. Google has became it's became its own.
It's its own catchphrase, right?
I remember it was Bing, Ask Jeeves, Yahoo.
So now when I'm traveling,
Excite. Remember Excite?
Come on, man.
Right. But now you just know Google. They just knocked everybody out.
So
anyway,
I'm going when I'm traveling and I go to other places. I'm saying, what's y'all in the mix? What's in the, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to like.
It's crazy that people don't have that. Again, we're not spoiled in Houston. We're just used to what we do. At least you have a electronic roadmap to tell you where to go.
Real talk, no doubt about it.
When the urban hip hop industry is concerned, and that's kind of been something I slacked on. I've even had like the B-Stars and some of my fellow influencers say, when are you going to do the In the Mix for other cities?
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
it's so much work just trying to
hold down.
map this one.
No, but see, that's what's real, because see, like you said, and like Larry speaking towards, sometimes we can take certain brands for granted, especially when they've had 10-year, 15-year, 20-year shelf life, like In the Mix.
Tenors, right.
Could you speak to the audience a little bit about what your founding vision was for In the Mix and how that's expanded over the last 20 years?
So, be brutally honest, I'm going to try to run this as smooth as we can. We went to T-Town, Jamaica, and Max's, I think.
No, that make a crunk.
No, that make a crunk, man. Yeah. So T-Town, that back when drink price be $2.
Come on, let's get out here.
Drink, $1.50 drinks.
Come on, brother.
Man,
and they get you the buffet. They
Stop
throw
playing.
the buffet in, man. Yeah.
The final for the website was use all these tools we've taught you and create a page.
Yeah.
And my home page was my resume. The second page was I'm from Nigeria. This is all this stuff. And third page was this is my hobby. I like going out. These are the places I go to. That was it. That particular page is what I kept updating that had the places to go, and I just sent it to my close friends and frat brothers. You know, angelfire.com/TX00/ICAM00.HTML.
Come on, my guy still got it.
Remember, locked in. I know the login password, all that. So, again, this is when some like clubs were clubs. Then there were parties. Lisa Rogers and Steve would do parties at Champs. You had to dress up for that. I-10 Media will have something at Vargo's, Said and Reggie.
Vargo's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Von Cheeks 22 will do the ballroom off of San Felipe, Post Oak, whatever. And I would tell my friends about that. The Forum will have the Forum parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This Bonita Applebum was the I-10 Media party. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
So the special parties I will let my friends know. And then Diddy came. I was just letting them know.
Yeah.
20 views, whatever. I took my camera that I bought for Christmas, and you had to click, and then 10 seconds would go by, and then it'll capture an image.
Yeah. Back then, man.
Back then, AG brings, and DeAndre Bird bring Diddy to Mercury Room, I think. And I see Diddy walking by, and I hit the camera, and he walks by, and it captures him.
Yeah.
And I post that on the page.
Yeah.
And I get like 150 views. I go crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm losing it.
Big deal back then because
50,
you
I'm
know,
losing it.
yeah,
I'm losing it.
Go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a name. We need to come up with something.
He's
I'm going to brand this page.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're going to do some more detailed stuff.
Wow.
Super Bowl was coming up the next year. I did a chronology of everything that was going on. It was painstaking HTML coding of like 60 events in one page.
Jeez.
And came up with a name. It was actually In the Vibe or In the Groove or In the Mix. In the Mix was some porn site. It was like, don't do it.
Reconsider.
Shouts out to Mamie. This is fact. Mamie was like, don't do it. John was like, In the Groove is In the Vibe is easier. You can just type it out. I'm like, it's In the Mix. It's what it is.
No doubt.
And I was just like, if I brand this on the front end, people might actually remember it. So that was a big deal. This is real life facts. So if you're in the mix right now, it could be in the know or in the vibe. But whatever it was, I was going to do the work.
I got to ask you this, too.
And you did do the work, man.
I got to ask you this, too, because I think our viewers, we'd be doing them a disservice if I didn't ask you this question. Because I urge everybody, if you haven't checked out Kaz's podcast, do that.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to ask you while you on our show, in your opinion, what was the livest event that came? Was it a Super Bowl or All-Star game? Because I know you done seen it all. You done seen all the Super Bowls. You done seen all All-Star. When was it really cracking in your view?
Oh, man.
When you think it was really crazy?
Because the eras are so
Come on, you done seen it all, my dude.
The eras have changed. I still think M-Bar Thursdays is the epitome
of when it was going.
Nightlife in Houston. The DNA
Downtown.
from that series of events we still see till today.
Wow.
Some people don't even know it. But to have seen it and experienced it, DJ rotations, celebrities coming down, sections, the beginning of sections with Lil C and Big Bang Hank, lines around the building, concepts like Steve will come up with promotional materials where you actually have to be creative to get people in the building.
And
I could go down the list.
what make it
because
so,
you know the thing is because I saw the episode when you talked to Steve about the creation of the M-Bar, and I just remember the energy that used to be in that thing, man. Just being in there,
it's crazy.
I was a young real estate cat, but I was always in there. Wherever you was at, I was
say the
there.
truth. You didn't know what you were gonna do all weekend, but you knew the one you weren't going.
That's right.
What makes it so real about you taking it back to that M-Bar set was because I remember that's when the NBA All-Star was in Houston.
Right.
And Lil Nate won the dunk contest.
Oh, that's right. Man, come on, you know your stuff.
Come on, my dude, we was
You
out
know
here.
your stuff, right,
We was out here getting after it, and now that you take me back there,
right.
I remember the essence of what downtown Houston was at that time.
Yeah.
And they haven't been able to get that same vibe or feel.
Listen.
But you had to bottle it, I guess.
It's a testament to Houston itself. I travel all over, and I tell people there's no place like Houston. Within a 15-year span, we've had 2 All-Stars and a Super Bowl. Yeah. All right, let's not even
That's
count.
a big deal.
Let's not even count the NCAA tournament.
Final
There's been
fours and
multiple.
whatnot, right.
So the infrastructure.